Hello everybody and welcome to another Township Tale tutorial. Today we are doing the very first climbing level. It's all you need to unlock your climbing, and it will also unlock the teleporter room as well as the climbing entrance for the later levels to increase your stamina. But we're just going to show you guys how to unlock climbing in this video. There will be videos later on that show you how to get through those later levels. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so here we are at the entrance of the climbing tower. So when you first arrive at the entrance, those of you that play on PC will notice a difference. Those of you that are on Quest, well, you'll just discover it. There is the main opening to getting into the trial. Now, that one right there is how you get into the very first trial when you don't have climbing. When you get climbing, however, you actually will take this pathway here all the way around, and it'll go into the teleporter room and activate teleport mode. I will show you guys that later, but right now we are going to go into that room right there and unlock our climbing. So let's head on over. Alright, so as you see, when we come on down here, it will be a little cave, and those of you that were on PC will recognize these stairs. They've actually changed it so now the stairs are blocked off. There was some kind of explosion that opened up the wall, but it'll still take you down here. And here we are at the very first room. So you have a few little rungs to practice with. We don't have climbing yet, but you'll see it shows different things, and you'll see right now I have my regular inventory, right? I've got my mushrooms, my apples. I'm going to eat one right now, in fact. Boom. And you can actually save one for outside of that. But anyways, when we grab this pedestal, it will activate climbing mode. So now you see my belt's gone, and instead I've got this orb. That is climbing mode. Alright guys, I just wanted to actually show this to you again because I was talking during it. Check this out. Oh, that's so cool. Did I hear someone else? Hello? Hello? Anyways, I'm hearing myself. That is awesome, guys. That is so cool. But we got new sound effects for PC players, Quest users. This will be all new to you, so, nothing's changed. For the PC users, though, you will notice the climbing stuff on the side for practicing is all gone. But that's fine. This is just gonna get you unlocked on your climbing, right? This is for getting out and about. So now that we're in climbing mode, we can't grab these gray parts. We can grab these darker parts, right? Another thing is these loops here are actually climbing loops. So I'll show you guys. We can actually climb them. And you'll see we have a stamina bar for each hand. You'll see it's gone right now. It just shows us our health and hunger. When you start climbing, on both hands it shows the same gauge, and it'll show left hand and right hand. Right now my right hand is going down in stamina, but if I grab with my left hand, my right hand will stop going down and my left hand will start going down. Now something you can do to rebuild your stamina faster instead of waiting is shaking your hand. You see that blue? That's the boost that you get from doing that. So we only have one stamina bar right now. As you can see, it's one big bar. Yeah, we're in the first trial. The other thing is stabilization. So he's talked about stamina. Now let's talk about stabilization. When you hold yourself away and you're moving away from your hand, you have a chance to slip based on how stable you are, right? I think stamina might also play a part in stabilization, but as you can see, hands on ledges is more stable. Hands off of ledges is less stable. It'll kind of vibrate and you'll feel it. You'll go up faster and lose less stamina if you're on ledges. You will lose more stamina and go up slower if you're on flat surfaces. Now over here, it shows you if you hold your hands close to your chest and you're pulling yourself up, then you'll go up faster and lose less stamina. But if you are holding your arms out like this, you will move up slower and lose more stamina. So let's just demonstrate that here. Arms fully stretched out. I move, but not very fast, right? and I lost quite a bit of stamina. Now if I hold my hands close to myself, I still move about the same speed, but I barely lost any stamina. That right hand never regenerated. You guys will notice it more when I have more stamina. This is kind of hard to describe with just one bar of stamina, but you will see here it shows it wants you to take your body and launch yourself up really fast. And if you do it right, where you're pulling yourself close to yourself, so you hang low, pull yourself close to yourself, and move really fast with your hand, it'll launch you super fast. Now let's demonstrate that if we can. Oh, I could have grabbed that, I think. Yeah, look at that. See how I launched myself? I'll do it again. And nice thing about climbing mode is you don't take damage. Now, if you fall far enough, you'll take a type of damage, but it teleports you back to your checkpoint if you're in climbing mode. So, let's go ahead and launch ourselves. You see how high I can launch myself? And then when you come up a ledge, it automatically stops flying and starts walking unless you pass it fast enough. Let's grab this one, launch here. This is kind of like the entry into climbing, is being able to launch yourself. And voila, we have launched ourselves. Alright guys, so before we continue, I just want to show off the death and what happens if you fall. Because again, you don't go back to spawn if you're in climbing mode. You go back to the last checkpoint you were at. So let me show you that real quick. Alright, and here we are back at the orb. Yeah. So that's how that works. It will happen at a certain distance. I don't know exactly what, because they changed it. It used to be a lot shorter than it was. So we've shown off this area. I'm going to do it again in the daytime so you guys can see a little bit better. Oop, there we go. And then this one is the launch one, so you grab the edge and launch yourself. Pull yourself up. Anytime you pull yourself up on top of a ledge, you'll stand on it. Just make sure it's under your body. Again, we can't grab these light gray bricks, but we can grab these dark gray bricks. And it's pretty obvious where the path is, right? So because of that, that death thing, where if you jump off, yeah, I don't know if that's high. Yeah, that one was high enough. So I can die from up there, but I don't think I'll die from there. So it's like, that's the height, right? Because of that, because you'll always spawn back here, or the last orb you were at, you can kind of just run through it and not have to worry. That's something that a lot of people do. And I even do. And let me tell you, I'm not the best climber, guys. So if you guys suck at climbing, that's okay. I do too. We have this little side piece here. I'm going to get up here and then point out. So first part, you go up that wall. You have the lunge. You make your way around. It's a pretty simple way up. And then you have to use those logs to launch up to that pad and then here. That is the first section. Let me show you the logs. I kind of just did them. Actually, I think, and you can't teleport in climbing mode, so you have to do this. Yeah, so if you actually stand on this block, you don't have to do the launch. You can climb up normally. But this is your first little bit with logs. So this is your first little lunging that you get to do, right? And it's kind of fun. It's a lot better now than it used to be. Oh, and then we have this lunge here. You just kind of run at it and then grab the block as you're moving forward. So hold your joystick in full sprint mode and then grab it. So the climbing used to be really bad because of, you know, it was such a skill cap. You had to do the entire tower before you could unlock climbing. On live stream, we were actually hanging out with someone where they had the same issue as I did, where they were bad at climbing, and so they paid somebody Valiant to log into their account. That's how bad it was. But now it's so much better that you guys don't have to worry about that. So anyways, now that we've done this part, that was the last section when we left off, right? You have the lunge there, and then from there, you have to go climb up that easy wall there. If you fall down, you fall right to there, and then you go back there. That part, if you miss, you fall down to there. And I think you might be able to get there. If not, you just do that part over again. And then from there, you do the same thing where you run and then grab. Same thing there, you run and grab. These ones are easy because they're close. And grab the edge, pull yourself up. And then on this part, you can climb onto the log there, but I always just run on it. It's kind of hard to see the gray brick from that side, but it's like right there, so yeah. The next part, I don't know if I'm going to be able to explain it. Yeah, I guess I'll be able to explain it up there, but let me just point it out here. So you have these bricks to get up here. Then this splits into two different ways. There's the left side and the right side. Now the right side has more blocks and might be easier, but the left side's the one that I always take. Maybe out of instinct, I don't know. Why do I always? Oh, you know what? I know why. Because if you go on the right side, it's easier, but if you mess up, you can miss and go all the way down. On the left side, say you mess up that last one there. Well, if you mess up the one before it, you just land there. If you mess up that one, you just land here. And it's like a halfway, not all the way down. So, yeah. That's the way I'm going to take. You got more lunges to do. You can also lunge with both hands and let go with one early. That way you can grab onto the wall with your other hand. Make sure you've got full stamina. And then again, you can climb on this part. What most people do is they stand on it and they'll tightrope walk it. But I personally feel more comfortable. I mean, normally that's what I'll do out of ease. But I actually discovered while doing that last video segment where I jumped off that if I just grab it, it's actually more comfortable for me. And it might be for you too. I think it has something to do with... Ooh, I'm slipping though. I think it has something to do with it being more chest level. But, as you can see, if you run out of stamina, then that's no good, right? So now we got this block right above our head. We're going to get on there. Then from here on, they're pretty easy, right? Again, we'll just fall right there unless I somehow hit that gap. We're just going to run at it and grab it, right? So, just keep holding it the whole way. And then we're going to do the same thing. We can actually land on that one. And again, if we fail on this side, we'll land here. That side you might fall all the way down. So same thing, just hold run and grab as soon as you can. And like that, you are here. Look at that. Now let's take a look from up top here. So you have to climb up that. Boom. And then you got these ones. This side looks harder because that's so far apart. But honestly, you just run across it. This side looks easier, but honestly, you have to go higher to get there. And then from there, it's not too bad, but it's still a lot riskier. This next part's not too bad, but it sucks if you mess up. So basically, as you can see here, you can drop down there if you fail this part. And you do kind of go on to a little bit of ceiling. You don't have to go all the way out there, by the way. In fact, I don't know why that's climbing all the way out there. This does show you the shaking your hands makes it go up faster. Yeah, so we just have... I say we just have wall and ceiling. The reason this is hard is because on ceiling you lose a lot more stamina. So what I like to do to lose less stamina is you take both hands and you launch yourself gaps, right? Like that. The reason why is you can see I barely lost any stamina. I'm mostly in the air when I do that. So the more you launch yourself, even if it's little bits, little leaps, think of yourself as a fox. How about that? We're going to do this one now. It's hard to do on the ceiling. I suggest climbing the ceiling part, and then once you get here, try to launch yourself as much as you can. Alright, so that one was, I'm not going to be able to show you guys very well. That one was a little difficult. That's actually a little bit of a bamboozle right there. All you see is climbing block, and then all of a sudden you go to climb it, and oh no. Yeah, that would suck. This one, you can actually see where it used to be. So it used to be climbing either on the side or I think it was all the way out to the edge. And then they just added climbing blocks, solid ones, right in the middle there that go all the way out. So that one's easier. So this one's probably the hardest one because you have to go faster, right? Man, look how high up that is. This one, you actually have this to there, there to there, there to there, and then to that block and up. This is the last little stretch. So this is probably the hardest part, but once you get through this, you're done. So just remember that. This is where that leaping will be super important. Don't climb on the bottom, climb on the side. You're going to need all your stamina to get up that, right? At least for the first time around. Once you get to the next part, you'll get more stamina, and it won't be so hard. So we're going to go ahead and just start going. I'm already messing up. Try to keep yourself in the air as long as possible. It is hard to launch yourself when they're right in your head, but like that. Whew. Oh man, crazy. Now, if you were on PC before the update, it used to go straight out to the climbing area. Now, we have something new. Yeah. So now you come in here, and you got a nice little room. This is pretty cool. This is a new second checkpoint. We're gonna grab that. Look at that, we got climbing. So when you get climbing unlocked, that's what it does. Every time after that, when you grab this, it just does that. Now you can see we're still in climbing mode, right? Let's say you only want that and you don't want anything more. You're gonna head out here, and you see this wall here? Look at that. When you walk back in, boom. So that's the first climbing trial. Let me show you guys how this area kind of works. So obviously once you have climbing unlocked, you'll come in and already be in climbing mode. This is the teleporter up the stairs. That's also the first version stairs there. This, you'll see nothing is lit up. It's all orange, right? When it's lit up blue, that means you've gotten it. And you'll know because you've got more orbs on your belt. Then you'll be able to grab this. And you can teleport up and down kind of like the televator for the mines. But it doesn't cost anything, right? So you can come in and try as many times as you want. And leave. Next area will be out there, but that will be the next video. I do want to show the entrance to this so that if you guys decide the first one's all you need, then, you know, while we're in climbing mode, also, we still can only grab the gray. The dark gray, not the light gray. But once we're out here, just show you guys. Look at that. We now have climbing, even though it's only one stamina bar. And you'll see that that was barely going down. That's because I'm not moving and I'm holding it near my waist. So, in fact, that's not moving it hardly at all, is it? So yeah, you can, even with regular stamina, you can hang on to something for quite a while. There's town. Alright, so now we're out of climbing mode, right? Let's say we want to head back to town. You'll see this and you'll be like, oh man, I have to teleport across, right? You can, like, look, you can teleport across. Oops. But you have climbing. So, careful of the doorway. But you can actually drop and grab the wall as long as you drop next to the wall. And barely take any damage. I think last time I did this, I missed that doorway and survived. I don't remember. But now that we're back out here, you can see that entrance is still there, but we have this path up here. And normally you can't reach it, but we're climbers now. We've unlocked our climbing. So it gets you up here. And again, we're not in climbing mode. We're just in normal, I guess you could say survival mode. But then as soon as I walk through this doorway, boom, climbing mode. And with climbing mode, anytime you leave the tower, unless you fall off of the tower, like if you leave the front door, say you go down the front and out, you'll either teleport back or change back. I don't remember which one happens. I think you change back if you're at the first orb. So if you can't finish that first one, you can just walk out this doorway and it'll change back. But something I do want to show you guys real quick as a bonus to this tutorial. Something I thought was, wait a minute, these windows here, they don't have a thing, right? And you'll notice I'm not in climbing mode. Now you might think, okay, cool, well, I can cheat and climb all of these walls to get to the next pedestal, right? Well, actually, when you're in climbing mode, these pedestals do nothing. You cannot grab them. So if you climb up the tower in this mode, you have to climb back down or teleport down with a potion. You cannot use these. You cannot use the teleporter. Wow, it actually doesn't even exist. No, wait, never mind. I'm dumb. Don't listen to me. Oh, you can also teleport once you're in regular mode. Teleporter exists. We don't have it unlocked anyways, but you can't use it when you're in regular mode. What you might want to use this for, though, is coming in here and hanging out with friends. So you guys want to climb around here in regular mode, right? Lunge around on things. Climb the tree here. Have like a picnic of some sort. I think that's what the Township Tale spoilers showed, right? Was a picnic in this area. We'll show this area off in the second video, but yeah, stuff like climbing this wall, you'd think, oh, I can cheat my way up. Nope, doesn't work that way. Because again, you cannot grab the next orb with your regular hands. You need your climbing mode hands. Ooh. And you still risk dying in regular mode. But we will show off that area in the next episode. I just wanted to get you guys familiar with the climbing and how to unlock it. Because now you don't need to complete the entire tower. You only need to complete the first level. Every level after that will give you more stamina. You see I've only got 1 stamina. If I grab here, it's 1 bar. You'll actually get tick marks for each stamina bar you get. Alright guys, so I wanted to show you on another server that I actually have some stamina bars on. You see those tick marks? So you'll notice that I can climb this tree here, right? And I might fall to my death, that's fine. Wouldn't be the first time I died on this server. And, well, it's already gone. But let's just say I hang around, right? 1 hand maybe? Move myself around a little bit. It started vibrating, so I'll hold it with 2 hands. But you'll notice that's about how long the first one lasted, right? I actually have 3 times that long because I completed other ones. So I can do pull-ups and stuff. And then something I can show you guys. So a recent update fixed this. So instead of shaking it and having it go up the same amount, like say each one's a full stamina bar, same speed as last one, it goes up a percentage now. So when I shake my hand, see how fast that goes up? That doesn't seem like a lot, but remember how long it took to go away? So because of that, what we can do with longer stamina, I can move around, say I'm climbing up a tree, right? And I don't know, let's say I just want to hang here for a minute and recharge some stamina. So I'll shake my hand, shake my other hand, and now we're almost full again. That will be really nice for long climbing trips. One thing I will point out, every once in a while you might grab here and your hand shoots over here. I think that's a temporary bug. So, you know, It's not part of it, it's just something that happens right now. They're probably ironing it out right now. But yeah, I just wanted to show off the different stamina bars that you get from completing that. So let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think I missed, or what do you want to see in the next one? Obviously, I'm going to do the second climbing section. And yeah, how do you feel about the new climbing system for those of you that were in the old one? Do you like it more or less? Are you one of the people that completed the tower and thinks it's just a waste of time? Let me know in the comments, and until next time, I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye-bye.